St. Stephen's St. Agnes Saints playing tonight's game in Ainsley Court. We apologize for the delayed start. A little bit of technical difficulties. He didn't miss much. Episcopal trails 2-3 with 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first period, first quarter. Tate Wardell with the ball. He's looking to drive inside on his man. Nothing cooking. Inside to Wilkes Brown. Here comes his famous right hook. No good, but rebounded by Wardell. Inside to Stute. Stute fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound Brown. Kick out. Wardell from three. Bang! Great offensive possession for the Maroon. An offensive rebound leads to an open three, and the student section's loving it. St. Stephen's trying to get offense started here now. Pull-up jumper, trying to draw a foul. Here comes Wardell on the fast break. And it's no good. A tough shot there. St. Stephen's now on their fast break. Pull-up jumper from number 5, and he lofts it in. Easy floater. Davian King with the ball now. Screen set by Brown. Pick and roll for the jam. And a clear foul. Had his arm held straight down. And it'll be 2 shots from the line for Wilkes Brown. Nice student section turnout tonight. It's a whiteout theme. Episcopal struggled earlier in the year, but has had a very solid second half of the season and is fighting for some seeding in the ISC tournament here coming up next week. I believe they're currently in 4th place out of 6, and with a win here tonight could solidify some favorable seeding in the tournament. Wilkes goes 1 from 2 from the line to give Episcopal a 6-5 lead. St. Stephen's number 23 with a pull-up jumper, no good, rebounded by Malcolm Stute. St. Stephen's in man-to-man. Seen a lot of zone this year from ISC teams, but not St. Stephen's. Stute inside, dishes to Brown through contact. And he'll miss 2 layups. May have been some contact there, but no call. Saints inside, working on Brown. 23 goes up and under, but it's no good. Great defense and a great rebound by Wilkes Brown. Wardell will bring the ball up the court here. Hezzy layup, but it's stolen away by the help side defender. And St. Stephen's with another missed layup. Got a good look there on the fast break, but laid it in a little too hard. We've all been there. Sometimes the most open layup's the hardest one to hit. And they're going to get Wilkes Brown for a travel there. Davian King will head to the bench for a breather. Checking into the game is number 1, a freshman, Jaden Betts. Episcopal is in a 2-3 zone, and a little hole in the zone there just allows a wide open layup for number 23 on St. Stephen's. Looks like we've got some St. Stephen's students starting to file in. They're doing a blackout. They're the first ones to arrive. Not much of a student section for the Saints tonight, which is unfortunate. Usually we get a pretty nice rivalry with the with them being across the street and being a pretty fun rivalry. These games usually have a good atmosphere, but not much of a turnout for the Saints this tonight. Saints are back on offense. They lead by 1. Trying to find a hole in this Episcopal zone. Number 5 from 3, and he buries it. And shoots an arrow at the Episcopal student section. And got quite the reaction there. It's a testy rivalry. These two teams are in football and basketball and really all other sports as well. They get into it. Great student turnouts. Here comes Stute, and he loses his dribble. Wardell's there to recover. Bryson Carter for three. Bang! And they respond, and Episcopal shoots the arrow right back. Number 5, not making friends with the Episcopal student section. And number 1, working along the perimeter of this 2-3 zone, looking for a shot. He finds it, but he pump fakes, kicks out to number 5 from 3 again, and he's 2 for 2. Back-to-back threes. Some great three-point shooting early from both these teams. A combined 4 for 4 from the deep. Number 22, Avery Bowers, is checked into the game for Episcopal, alongside number 3, Bryson Carter. Malcolm Stute hits the deep 3. Man went under the screen, and you can't do that against a good shooter like Stute, and he makes him pay. Episcopal now trails 12-3 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. St. Stephen drives inside. He loses his dribble. Poked out from Avery Bauer, picked up by Tate Wardell. Jaden Betts on the fast break layup, too much. And the Saints will have a fast break of their own. And a pull-up 3. Number 21 hits it. The Saints are 3 from 3 from deep and lead by 4 here, as they'll take a timeout. I assume the coach wants to talk some defense over his. Despite trailing here, the Episcopal offense has scored with ease. Some more Saints students coming in now. See if they'll be able to make a student section. They've kind of just got a little group of people sitting and hanging out. The Maroon fans are all on their feet. Episcopal does not like to lose to St. Stephen St. Agnes. A lot of the local Episcopal students have a lot of friends there, and it's been a good rivalry. I know the football team hasn't lost to St. Stephen's in, I believe, 16 years. So it's didn't lose to them this year either. A 34-9 win at home under the lights and family weekend. It was a great weekend. Huh? Joining me is our analyst, Sanook. Sanook, what are you thinking about the game so far?
Honestly, we're doing really well. I think we're going to win it easily.
I like that. I like that. Sanook's actually broadcasting and producing this show, so props to him. My name's Joe Bell. I'm your play-by-play. Didn't get to introduce myself. We were in a bit of a rush to get set up. And Episcopal back on offense. And it's Tyler Pelkey checking back into the game for the Maroon. Tremendous athlete. Carter brings the ball inside, and they're going to get him for a travel. Yeah. Carter drew some contact there on his drive and didn't get a foul. Saints ball as Bryson Carter checks out of the game and Davian King comes back in. The Maroon in a 2-3 defense. Saints look to be setting up a 5 wide, Hook trying to spread them out. And an open 3 for the Saints, 21, in and out. He made his last one, but no good there, but it doesn't matter because number 23 is right there to get that rebound and put back. And Davian King is fouled on a fast break. And I'm not sure if they're going to call that on the floor or no. Yes, it'll be on the floor as Avery Bowers checks out for Wilkes Brown to come back in. Episcopal's got their starting lineup in more so. Inbounded to Brown at the high post. He's going to bring his man inside. King with an open 3. Leaves it short. It's an air ball. And the Saints are going to reset up top here, going back to work on the Episcopal zone. And another easy layup. Episcopal is just not being physical enough at the moment to keep the Saints away from open layups, and it's hurting them for sure. Maroon back on offense, down by 8 here at the end of the first quarter. And no good on the floater from Jaden Betts. Saints driving up now. And a turnover by number 3 on St. Stephen's. He picked up his dribble without really knowing where he was going with it, and ended up throwing that out of bounds for kind of an ugly turnover. Inbounded to Pelkey. 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Maroon trail by 8. Stute with the ball. Up to Brown. Betts with it. Episcopal seems to be running one of their set plays. And they turn it over. Pelkey's pass a little too much for Stute, and it's going to head the other way with 12 seconds remaining. Big substitution for the Saints. There it looks like they're going to go for a smaller lineup. Lots of undersized guards in the game here, and Episcopal's got some pretty big guards. Tyler Pelkey's 6'3", Malcolm Stute 6'4". So this will be an interesting matchup. Deep from 3, the Saints no good, and with 1 second remaining, we'll get a jump ball. Looks like we'll be heading to the second quarter here. I don't expect anything crazy in this last 0.6 seconds, but see if the Maroon can get a shot off, and Betts is just going to let the time go. Not a terrible first quarter for the Maroon. Obviously not where they want to be, down by 8 points, but showed some good flashes, are keeping themselves into the game, but that little run at the end of the quarter for the Saints is a little concerning. Luca Farinaccio coming into the gym with a cowboy hat. I didn't know they were Cowboys in Canada, but the more you learn, the more you learn. Speaking of Canadians, there goes Tiki Bell. No relation to me. There he is. What a happy guy. That's got to be one of the happiest guys I know. And back to the game now. Start of the quarter. 8-minute quarters here in conference play. Maroon trail by 8. The Saints are going to start with the ball. See if the Maroon can head into halftime here with a closer score, maybe even a lead. Here come the Saints, pick and roll action, and the roll's there. And Brown is lucky he didn't get a foul called there from behind, but pick and roll beautifully executed by the Saints, and they now lead by 10. Pelkey's looking to go to work, but excellent defense by the Saints there. Really good defense by the Saints here, denying every pass for the Maroon, and they're at a loss for words. So let's see what Coach Fitz has for this inbound play. Couple of down screens. Brown was open, elected not to shoot. Back to Stute. Stute with a step back jumper, but they're going to call a push off on the step back, and it'll be no good. I don't know if I agree with that call. It looks like Stute brought the contact in and the guy got overpowered, but I don't know if that was necessarily a push off. Saints back with the ball. Need a much better defensive effort from the Maroon here. They're back in man-to-man as opposed to that 2-3 zone that we saw in the first quarter. And it works well there. Good defense inside to resist the urge to foul. And are we get another offensive penalty on the Maroon? It's going to be a charge on Bryson Carter. He extended his left arm there and tried to create some space, but it's It's heading the other way. And the Saints players are continuing to talk to the Episcopal student section, so could see things get interesting quick. The Episcopal student section likes to get pretty excited, get pretty rowdy. Inside, number 3 working on Brown. Drives to his left, a great take, but better defense from Brown. And a fight for the ball. Davian King comes out with it, kicks it up to Malcolm Stute, outlet to Tyler Pelkey, who loses his footing and turns the ball over. And that was very interesting there. That looked like a football play almost. The Saints passed the ball far up court to get a little fast break, and number 12 and Davian King both went for the ball in the air and collided pretty hard, but they're going to say the ball went off number 12. And still the Saints players getting the Episcopal student section going. Head football coach Kadeem Rogers is there to keep him in check. He's pretty good at that. And Episcopal will turn it right over. Douglas Sue, a fan favorite, will check into the game for Bryson Carter. Coach Fitz is pretty passionately demonstrating something to him right now. Carter was the man behind the turnover we just witnessed. So Saints back with the ball. Episcopal's been playing much better defense this quarter, but need to get some points back to show it. Saints pull-up jumper, nails it. Episcopal now trailing by 12. Head coach Jim Fitzpatrick's going to take a timeout. Seems like he's got some adjustments to make.
Can I leave? Do you think it's Joe?
It's our head cheerleader, Aleve Schroeder's birthday today. So happy birthday to him. He's front row, leading the student section in his Yankees jersey. He's a New Yorker, fellow Yankees fan. Speaking of which, baseball's coming back. Spring training's undergoing. College baseball opening day today. And Episcopal baseball, first day of tryouts on Monday. First game of the year in late February. So head on over to Dawson Diamond this spring for some good action, some good baseball. It's going to be a fun year. And we're back now. Episcopal's going to go with Wilkes Brown, Davian King, Douglas Sue, Tate Wardell, and Malcolm Stute as their starting lineup. And the Saints are in a full court press. King's able to beat that press, get the ball to Sue. Now Sue's a good shooter, so Saints need to be cognizant of that, but he picked up his dribble too early there and almost got into a dangerous situation. King with a beautiful pull-up jumper to his left. He is a lefty, so that's his thing. And down by 10, the Saints look to get back to work here. Inside and a foul call. I'm not sure which, that's going to be on Wilkes Brown for a shove there during the shot. And number 12 is going to go to the line for 2. And it looks like Avery Bowers will be checking into the game, most likely for Wilkes Brown, trying to keep him out of foul trouble. He's a very talented big man. And Brown's going to head to the bench. I'd like to see some Quinn Armstrong today from the Maroon. lethally athletic sharpshooter out of Morristown, New Jersey. Kind of reminds me of a J.J. Redick type of guy. Douglas Sue from corner. No good. And that's out of bounds in the Saints. They turn it over. And Jaden Betts checking into the game for Tate Wardell. Sue got the shot attempt he was looking for there. Left open in the corner, but no good. Luckily, they get the ball back off the Saints turnover. Bowers up top, kicks to Stute. Stute beats his man. Open to Jaden Betts in the corner. Oh, barely missed. And a rebound from the Saints. That three would have been very nice. And the three from the Saints themselves, and he hits it. And that's a 6-point swing right there, as the Maroon are now down 15 as opposed to 9, so that hurts. They're going to need offense quick. They have yet to score this quarter. It's been a problem for them this year, is their offensive production. And Davian King's been a big help to that, as he just had a beautiful mid-range floater off the glass. The bank is open today. Saints back with the ball. See if the Maroon can get a stop, and they won't. Number 12 just beats his man too quick, and an easy layup at the rim. Stute with the ball. Episcopal needs to answer, stay in this game as they head to halftime. And Bowers to King. King is in the corner. Sue driving inside, fadeaway layup. Oh, a tough miss there from Sue. It's a great move and just barely rims out. Sue's gotten 2 good looks and 2 great shots off, and unfortunately nothing to show, but I trust he keeps shooting. We're going to see good things. That three from number 12 goes in and out, and rebounded by Bowers. King on the fast break now. Another pull-up jumper. It's no good. And the Saints with a fast break opportunity. And that was funky. They had a 2-on-1, and neither guy knew who the ball was going to. And it ended up going out of bounds. And the Maroon, Jaden Betts, is fouled on that fast break layup. Two shots from the line for Jaden Betts. First one is no good. Surprise there. Betts is a very talented shooter, but no good there from the line. Tate Wardell checks into the game for Davian King. Lineup is now Jaden Betts, Tate Wardell, Douglas Sue, Malcolm Stute, and Avery Bowers. And Betts is 0 for 2 from the line. Very unhappy with himself. Saints from 3. Overshot, rebound Betts. Maroon need points here. With 2 minutes remaining in the second, it is 31-16, St. Stephen, St. Agnes. Betts with a great slip action. And that was a hard foul. 23 swung down pretty hard there, and Betts will go back to the line for 2 more. Let's see if he can capitalize here. He's 0 for 2 from the line so far. And the first one's good. Betts now 1 for 3 on the night. Two for 2, second go around. Episcopal trails by 13. Douglas Sue with a nice defensive play there. Almost took out Mr. Goodnow, which would be unfortunate. He's just months away from retirement. Poor guy almost got caught with a stray basketball to the face there. But St. Stephen's maintains possession. Saints inside, and a nice dunk by number 23, Patient. And the Saints now lead 33-18. The score is dangerously close to getting out of hand. Wardell wants to get to his left, and he does. Misses that layup, but it's going to get the foul call. And we'll get 2 shots from the line for Wardell. And Wardell for his second attempt. He hits that. Excuse me, that was his first free throw. Cuts the lead to 14. Wardell's second shot coming up here. And no good, but a rebound by the Saints. And St. Stephen's 5 driving inside on Wardell, and 1. Wow, the Saints defense is just getting teared apart right now. Not a great second quarter for the Maroon defense, so. Number 5, complete 3-point play, and he does. St. Stephen's now leads 36-19 with a minute and a half in the second quarter. And St. Stephen's is running a full court 1-3-1 press. Bowers for 3 from the corner, no good, and it's rebounded by the Saints. Saints bring the ball up the court, some crafty ball handling there to an open 3 to number 5. Too long. Rebounded by Stute, but stolen away from the Saints for another easy 2 as number 11 stares down the student section, and the students are not happy, but not much you can say down 19 in the second quarter, unfortunately. And another steal, but it's stolen back. Saints with the ball. Corner 3. Back up top to a wide open number 2, and he hits it. And Episcopal is just getting obliterated right now. This is, they have fallen apart defensively in the second quarter. Score is now 41-19 in the second quarter. Douglas Sue deep from 3, no good. The coaching staff did not like that shot. That was pretty deep. Finn Boyle not happy with the current outcome of the game. And to make things even worse, we have a missed fast break layup. But Jaden Betts was fouled on that attempt. Oh, excuse me. No, he was not. So things are still worse. And they actually caught a foul on the Maroon there somehow. I believe they're going to get Jaden Betts on a reach-in foul. He missed the layup and then went to attempt to steal the ball back and kind of went around the back a little bit. So probably a good call. 2 shots from number 1. Makes the first one. And that brings the Saints lead to 23. This game went from close to ugly pretty quick. It was, feels like just a few minutes ago it was a 4-point game, but now we've got 24. Douglas Sue to Davian King, who sinks a 3 and to end the half. So brings some life back into the Maroon student section, but heading into halftime, the Maroon trail 43-22. And we will see you at the start of the other half. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical difficulty with the audio there. We are about a minute into the second half of this game, and the Maroons trailing by 21. It's 45-24 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pelkey going to work. Drives inside, fadeaway jumper is airballed. They're going to say it was tipped by a Saints player, and Carter will inbound it for the Maroon. The Episcopal student section is depleted a little bit. Some folks have had to dinner, but it doesn't matter because Wilkes-Brown's still going to work. Tough layup through contact there. Splits two defenders for two. See if the Episcopal defense can improve this half, and they won't. Number 12 catches Stute asleep, and a backdoor cut as he'll get fouled on that layup attempt. Number 12, first shot is good to extend the St. Stephen's lead to 20. Second shot is good as well. Saints lead by 21. And Pelkey's pass almost turned over, but Carter recovers. King open from the top, no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown inside to Pelkey, and it's no good. The open floater attempt is unfortunately missed. Number 5 wanted a three, but Pelkey came from right behind him. Great pass inside to number 23, but he turns it over. Davian King with the steal there. Up to Carter. Carter. Ooh. A lot of contact there on that that drive from Carter. And a clean swat, but they're going to say it was contact before the put up. So Carter will get 2 shots from the free throw line. Carter is a great shooter, so these should be bang. 1 for 1 from the line for his first free throw attempt of the night. A whole new unit for the Saints. Once again going to a smaller lineup. And this was the unit that came in about midway through the second quarter and shot the lights out. That really gave St. Stephen's his commanding lead. Carter misses his second shot. Rebound Pelkey. Pelkey back inside to Carter. His put up no good. Davian King's put up is good. And Episcopal trying to find some momentum here, down by 18. Saints driving inside. If Episcopal can play some defense, they might be able to make this game within reach. There goes head monitor John Rogers with a interesting look. He's got no shoes on with his sweatpants rolled all the way up. So I've never seen that before. Shot is no good from King. Saints with the ball. 3-point attempt. No good. Off the front rim. Tyler Pelkey, top of the key. Over to Carter. Nice roll and replace action there, but nothing to show for it. Stute from 3. In and out. Good shot, but can't get it to fall. And it's going to be a timeout for the Saints. Wanted to talk something over with his players. Episcopal trails 29-50. 21-point lead for the Saints. Now, theoretically, if we were to sub Quinn Armstrong in and he were to hit 7 threes, the game would be tied. Just putting that out there. We'll see if Armstrong gets the nod here off the bench. For the Maroon, it'll be Bryson Carter, Davian King, Wilkes Brown, Malcolm Stute, and Tate Wardell. Pretty close to the starting lineup, minus Tyler Pelkey. Episcopal's back in that 2-3 zone that kept them close in the first quarter, although they did struggle to stop the 3 ball. And just on time, number 12 with his 4th 3-point make of the night. Carter, no good on the fast break pull-up, but the Saints turn it right over. And their coach with some words of encouragement there says he's not worried. Let's get back on defense. As they are up by 24. So here comes back the Maroon with the ball yet again. And Coach Fitz will take a full timeout. So with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter, about 12 minutes of full play left, the St. Stephen's Saints lead 53-29. And this would be these two teams met earlier this year at St. Stephen's St. Agnes, and the Maroon lost by 15 points then. Talking to some players before the game today, they said they didn't feel like they played their best game a couple weeks ago, as they saw this team earlier in the year, but felt confident about the game tonight. And honestly, they've played pretty well. Obviously, the outcome is not ideal, but they've shown flashes. They've looked so much better throughout the year offensively. But unfortunately, the shots aren't falling tonight. They're getting good looks, running good offensive sets, but just can't get anything to land. As there's Betts from 3, and he can get it to land. Maybe I should just keep jinxing us. Saints looking to respond. Number 3 working inside on Brown. Great move. Sets his pivot foot, and a fadeaway right hook lands nicely. Wardell looking for King in the corner. King gets a screen from Brown. Swung over to Stute. Stute, step away 3, no good. And a fast break for the Saints. Lob attempt, and he misses it. Wow. Coach has no problem with that. Gotta like the coaching style of the St. Stephen's staff. Very confident and comfortable with their players, and whenever someone makes a mistake, they don't get frustrated with their guys. So it's a very modern coaching style. And Bowers mishandles the ball, but it's going to be Wardell back with it up top as Douglas Sue heads to the scoring table to check in. Stu looking to go to work again. Betts, 5 seconds on the shot clock, falls over. Wardell's got to get a shot off, and he is unable to make contact with the rim on that shot. He threw it off the backboard, so that'll be a shot clock violation. The first one we've had here in this game. Wardell heads to the bench as Douglas Sue checks in. The Saints leading 55-32. Bring the ball up top. Lots of great shooters in the Saints team. The 1 through the 5 can all shoot. And they get a moving screen on number 11 for St. Stephen's. The ball's going to head the other way. Stute will inbound it to King. I've seen bigger comebacks before, so maybe a couple shots land, a couple of stops. We could see a competitive fourth quarter here. Here comes Stute. He's been much more aggressive these last 2 possessions, and he's no good for the layup attempt. Number 11 pull-up jumper over top of Bowers, rebounded by number 23. St. Stephen's missed 3 straight layups, but 3 straight offensive rebounds and a high-rising putback. And King just got rejected at the other end on the block, and the Saints come back for 2 more easy points. And the Maroon are just getting outplayed, unfortunately. Not their best showing tonight. Sue thought about the 3, won't fire, picks up his dribble. Bowers for 3 from the corner, no good, rebounded Saints. And the last 2 possessions for the Saints, they've just dominated inside. And we get a charge. King sets his feet on the fast break and draws the charge at number 23. Saints players are not a fan of that call. And yeah, the last 2 defensive possessions for the Maroon were a little ugly, allowing the Saints to get a lot of offensive rebounds, and I think every putback was above the rim for the Saints. A couple of dunk attempts in there, and finally got the last one to land. So a lot of athleticism for this St. Stephen's team. And getting a little over aggressive are the Saints on defense. We'll get a reach-in foul there. Carter will inbound. The Maroon will run one of their set plays for Jaden Betts. Betts swings to Sue. Oh, and Sue loses his dribble. Turns it over, number 5. And the Saints players miscommunicated. One wanted an alley-oop and one wanted a layup, and they settled for neither. Carter from 3. He lands it. Hand down, man down. Number 2 chose not to close out. And now heading into the fourth quarter, game's getting a little bit closer. The Saints lead 59-35, so a 24-point deficit heading into the last quarter of play. Well, there's always baseball and lacrosse. We usually very competitive with the Saints in those 2 sports. Believe Episcopal came out on top in lacrosse last year. The Saints won in baseball, but that'll be a different story this year. I expect big things from the baseball program this season. And of course, the Maroon have won for 16 straight years in football, so not much of a rivalry there, although the Saints students sure do think there is, as they like to get pretty riled up for that one. Both schools do. It's a nice rivalry, 2 great schools, 2 great student bodies, great athletes, so. And it's looking like the Saints are going to have a pretty commanding victory here, barring any big-time comebacks. Number 3 working inside on Brown, and he's going to get a foul. Yeah, I'm not sure what the officials wanted from Brown there. I mean, he had his hands straight up in the air, and number 3 wrapped his arm all the way around Brown's back and just flicked the ball up in the air in search of a foul, and he got it. So 2 shots from the line. First one no good. A lot of folks like to say ball don't lie. I do not believe it just lied there. Second shot is good. Saints are in a full court press with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, up by 25. Starting lineup back in for the Maroon. Stute inside, kicks to Pelkey on the drive. Pelkey reverse layup is good. Very good play by Pelkey there to stay calm and collected. Saints with the ball now. Number 21 drives inside, spin move, and they're going to get a foul on Brown. Actually, it looks like they're going to get Stute for a reach-in foul. That'll be on the floor, not a shooting foul. Saints will inbound here. They throw it back to number 12. Number 2 tries to get the ball back inside of number 3, but it's stolen away by Pelkey, and Pelkey with an interesting pass to Stute. Wow, that was one of the more interesting ways I've seen a team score in basketball, but Pelkey just flicked it over his shoulder as high as he could in the air on the fast break, and Saints came down with it, and then Stutes poked it out into the hands of Davian King, who cleaned it up for a layup. Saints working inside. Number 12 has been their best scorer tonight. Gets fouled on the way in. I believe that'll be on the floor. Saints ball. Number 12 from the corner, sinks it. On the run, corner 3. Some Carmelo Anthony action there. And Maroon back with the ball. Pelkey's got it, throws it away off the hands of Brown. Saints on a fast break now. Inside, no foul call. Ball's kicked up court to Pelkey. Wow. Absolutely blocked by number 21. Pelkey's a pretty high flyer, and that's just an unfortunate turn of events. Pelkey gets blocked on the fast break dunk attempt from behind by number 21, and the Saints come down and hit a 3. This is a tough watch. As Stute goes and gets 2 there. The Maroons still trail by 25. The score is 66-41 with 5.5 minutes remaining in the fourth and final quarter. This might be the second most devastating loss the Episcopals had in this gym in the last couple weeks. The seniors lost to the faculty in a 5-point game. Very close, tough, heartfelt loss. I would say we'll get them next year, but we're not going to be here next year, so we won't. Lacrosse coach Pat Young plays professional lacrosse, and he was a problem for us. We had a lot of trouble guarding him on defense. I think he might have had 30 points, but I believe it was the closest the senior class has ever been to winning that game, so I'll take it. And the Saints back with the ball. Episcopal is showing a full court press, but they'll back off now. Pelkey guarding the man. Top of the key, wide open shooter. No good. Rebound by Brown. And brought up the court by Davian King. Brown's got a size mismatch inside, and he wants that ball. And Stute is not going to get it there as he misses his put-up attempt. 21 passes it away on the fast break. He was heading right towards the rim and elected to throw a no-look bounce pass to the corner and pass it out of bounds on accident. Jaden Betts heads to the scorer's table to check in for the Maroon. Bryson Carter, top of the key. Another three. Man down, hand down. Second time they haven't attempted to guard Carter from three, and he's made him pay. 6 points for him on the night. Excuse me, 7 points for him on the night. Betts will check into the game for Davian King. A lot of promise in this Episcopal basketball program, though. Lots of young guys. Jaden Betts, a freshman. He'll be a guy that'll play college ball. Davian King, standout point guard this year. He'll be back for another year next year. Wilkes Brown, very talented big man. Will be back for his senior year next year. He's also a great football player as well. He'll be a college athlete most likely. You've also got Bryson Carter, who's only a junior. Tate Wardell, only a junior. There are a good amount of seniors in this team, but a lot of this guard play, and Wilkes Brown will be returning next year. There's Malcolm Stute. He hits a three. He is in his final season with the Episcopal basketball program, a standout senior scorer. Just a numbered amount of games left for our seniors, so these losses hurt more and more for these guys, so I feel for them. But a big tournament coming up soon as the Maroon will head into the ISC playoffs next week, likely as the 5th seed, I believe, after this loss. I believe this is the last game of the regular season for them. And they'll like to try to make some noise in that tournament. And then they'll have to see if they qualify for the state tournament. They usually do, but we will see how the final rankings come out here next week. Just 2 years ago, the Maroon were the #1 team in the conference, regular season champions, and hosted the ISC tournament as a #1 seed always does. They made it all the way to the tournament championship game where they fell to none other than St. Stephen's St. Agnes. And it just got worse. A fadeaway three in the corner for the Saints to extend this lead to 24, 71-47. But a tough lay by Tyler Pelkey. Inside hand finish on a reverse layup is that was a thing of art. And it looks like Coach Fitz is going to get some of the seniors some playing time here. We've got Douglas Sue checking back into the game. He was just in a few moments ago. And then Walter Liu, another senior, will check into the game, as well as William Custard, another senior. Nathir Muwange, also a senior, the 6'7" big man. And fan favorite, number 21, Quinn Armstrong, the Jersey boy, comes in here. I'd like to see some shots up. So this is a entirely senior lineup in here. Some of our very talented role players for the Maroon are getting a chance to display their skills, try to earn some more playing time in their last few games and make a push for the ISC playoffs. These guys are a huge part of the team. Every one of these guys is crucial in each game and their different roles. Douglas Sue gets a lot of minutes. Nathir Mwange is a commanding big man. And Sue loses his dribble and makes a man fall trying to pick up the ball and then nails the three. So Sue with the ankle breaker into the three-pointer, getting the remaining fans riled up. St. Stephen's shoots a three, misses, rebounded Armstrong. Armstrong to Liu. Walter Liu, fast break up the court. This lineup is not the strongest ball handling lineup. A lot of forwards, not many guards. I'd like to see Armstrong or Custard get an attempt here. And Custard drives inside, misses short. Mwange off the rebound. Spins into a right-handed put-up. The bank is open for Nathir Mwange. And Nathir, in all of his minutes this year, has been very impressive. He's improved that much percent over the years and over each game. I'd like to see him get fed the ball here in this remaining 1 minute as the Saints lead 76-54. And Sue's pass was to a wide open Quinn Armstrong, but deflected by number 11 on St. Stephen's. And it'll be Maroon ball still. Armstrong inbounds to Sue. Sue running point guard. He's got Armstrong and Custard at guard with Liu at forward and Mwange on the inside at center. Sue turns the ball over, and no one's going to jump with that man as he tomahawks it home. Number 5 has had a great night here scoring tonight and puts an exclamation mark right onto it with a steal and a dunk. Coach Fitz yells on angrily as his guys are getting overwhelmed offensively. And oh. Things are getting a little testy between these two teams here late. Liu drove inside and went up to shoot, realized he didn't have a shot. At the last moment, he tried to dish it to Mwange, who got tied up in a jump ball, and the both of them went to the ground, and two teams were showing some passion. Great pass by Custard inside to Walter Liu for a great layup. Walter with an easy 2 there. 16 seconds remain in this game, and I imagine the Saints will dribble it out and that the Maroon will let them, as St. Stephen's will win this game 78-56 to end conference play and regular season play for the Maroon. Most likely the Maroon will be the 5 seed in the ISC playoffs. Teams will shake hands here, and St. Stephen's students will head out. On the bright side, the Maroon were able to get a lot of good looks and good shots up tonight. Fortunately, not many of them were able to fall, and some defensive struggles led to a rough score. But thank you for tuning in to this game, and have a great night.